Welcome to the Burrillville School Committee, June 12th, 2018, 6:30 p.m. regular session. Burrillville High School Media Center, 425 East Avenue, Harrisville, Rhode Island. Members present, all with the exception of Mr. Tessier and Mr. Kamajan, who are excused. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Second item, recognition. We have a couple of retirements this evening. We are honoring our Burrillville School Department retirees with 25 or more years of service tonight. Miss Jennifer Cohen, elementary teacher, who is unable to attend this evening. We have Richard Phelan, elementary music teacher. Mr. Phelan, are you present? In recognition of your service to the children of Burrillville, the Burrillville School Committee honors Richard Phelan for your loyal, trustworthy, and dedicated service to the Burrillville School Department. Best wishes in retirement. Thank you so
much. Congratulations, Richard.
And good luck.
Next, we have Polly Lamar, Administrative Secretary at BMS. In recognition of your service to the children of Burrillville, the Burrillville School Committee honors Polly Lamar for your loyal, trustworthy, and dedicated service to the Burrillville School Department. Best wishes in retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think they know each other.
I just met her tonight.
Next would be Miss Ruth Pearson, Guidance Secretary, Burrillville Middle School. In recognition of your service to the children of Burrillville, the Burrillville School Committee honors Ruth Pearson for your loyal, trustworthy, and dedicated service to the Burrillville School Department. Best wishes in retirement. Thank you very much. Lastly, of course, in recognition of Dr. Frank Pilata,
I don't have 25 years here, though.
we'll make a special exception.
Okay.
Superintendent of Schools, 2010 to 2018. Northwest School District Consortium, 2010. Rhode Island Superintendent of the Year, 2013. Burrillville Prevention Action Coalition, 2014. Contributed to fairly settling 3 teacher contracts and 3 support staff contracts. Contributed to creation of 3 district strategic plans and 3 district technology plans. Was instrumental in creating school facility safety improvements and school safety plans. Your leadership, knowledge, and wisdom have made a lasting contribution to our children and our community. With thanks for all your contributions and best wishes for many years filled with happy and healthy time ahead.
Thank you. have a statement later in the meeting.
Next item, consent agenda, approval of minutes.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to approve the minutes of the May 8th, 2018 Burrillville School Committee regular meeting, and also to approve the warrant number 11 for the month of April, dated May 8th, 2018, in the amount of $2,503,886.61. I also have a motion to approve the bids for the Burrillville Elementary Photography Service to LifeTouch, Coventry, Rhode Island, in the amount of $24,225. The A.T. Levy Asbestos Abatement to Sitcom Corp., Cranston, Rhode Island, in the amount of $44,750. And the A.T. Levy VCT flooring bid to the Authority Flooring, Inc., Cranston, Rhode Island, in the amount of $37,350,000, and to purchase 3 floor scrubbers to be awarded to the Ligar from Foxborough, Mass, in the amount not to exceed $15,440.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair, I just recused myself on the portion related to the minutes. I was not in attendance in the last meeting.
All right, thank you. Anyone else? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next item, presentations by the public to the school committee. And this evening, item 5, public comment. Anyone wishing to speak? Having none. Item 6, personnel, appointments, leaves of absence, retirements, resignations.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the following leave of absence. Deborah St. Germain, Administrative Secretary, Steer Farm Elementary, effective 6/27/18 through the 18-19 school year.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, make a motion to approve the following retirement. Judy Blakely, Teacher Assistant at Burrillville Middle School, effective July 1st, 2018.
Second.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Mr. Chair, make a motion to make the following appointments. Lori Cornell, Title I Summer Reading Teacher, $50 an hour up to 80 hours. Gail Jarvis, Guidance Secretary, Burrillville Middle School, effective 7/1/18 at contractual rate. Mary Jean Bosher, Principal's Assistant, Austin T. Levy, $1,000. Susan Smith, Principal's Assistant, W.L. Callahan, $1,000. Ed Cervello, Information Systems Analyst, 1-year contract, effective 7/1/18 to 6/30/19. Samuel David, Electrical Maintenance Technician, pending receipt of appropriate paperwork. And Carl Dinge, HVAC Maintenance Technician, pending receipt of appropriate paperwork.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, just a quick question. I hadn't had a chance to inquire. Do we have the information on the contract for Edward Cervello? I didn't see the details of what that was, the rate.
I received the information. I don't know if everybody else did.
Was it in the
I did
packet? Because
receive
I didn't see it. I mean, if I missed it, it's my fault, so.
I did see it.
Okay.
Did everyone else see it, or no? It was in my packet.
Sorry.
It was in Dot's packet. Did you see it, Alex?
I thought it was in the...
3 of us.
Oh, I saw that it was approved. I just didn't see the details. That's all.
3-2, you're outnumbered. Okay, so any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Mr. Chair, make a motion to approve the following grade level leaders for the 2018-2019 school year as presented.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the following Burrillville Middle School advisors, 2018-2019 school year as presented, with the addition of Mrs. Ashley May, Student Council Advisor, 2017-2018 school year, $600.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Mr. Chair, make a motion to accept the following Summer Guidance 2018-2019 appointments as presented.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion to accept the following academic summer school 2018-2019 school year appointments as presented.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion to accept the following extended school year program 2018-2019 school year appointments with the exception of Victoria Travis, special education teacher per withdrawal.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
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 And Mr. Chair, I would like to make the following athletic appointments for the 2018-2019 school year for both the fall and winter seasons at the high school as presented.
Second.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, I'll address it, yeah.
Next item is recalls.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to pull that from the agenda, and just to remind the committee that we cannot recall the teachers until the Town Council approves our budget, which is tomorrow evening. If they approve our budget as presented by the school committee, we can have that special meeting that we set up for Thursday at 5 o'clock at the administration building to recall the teachers that we laid off. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Polito. Item 7, old business, fiscal year 18 BSD budget update.
Motion open.
Second.
Motion open and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Do you have
I'm
anything to report?
requesting at this time that you allow the superintendent to move line item appropriations as needed to balance the FY 2018 budget.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Fiscal year 18 rink budget update.
Motion to open.
Second.
Motion open and second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 No action is needed at this time.
Thank you. Next item, policy P3521, grading policy, revised second reading.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to approve policy P3521, grading policy, revised second reading, and dispense with the reading.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion?
One question. What is the difference between an F and a U?
The U is below 50. 50 or below.
I know, I can see that, but
But-
as far as how it affects the student, what is that difference?
It'll be average. When you
It-
build in the average, it'll show the difference.
Okay, so if they get an F or a U in a subject for the year, it does not count. Is that correct?
You say does not count?
Right. If they get an F or a U, in that instance, they mean the same thing? For their average?
No, they're different numbers. I mean, an F is 50 to 64, and a U is under 50.
Right.
So
But
that's
in
just
that
built into
sense-
their average.
But in that sense, they get no credit for that subject if their average is what would either be for the numbers F or U.
Right, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it only means something when you take the average of their grades, in a sense.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 8, superintendent's report.
Motion to open.
Second.
Motion open second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Dr. Pilata?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just once again, I want to remind the committee that if the town council approves our budget tomorrow evening, there'll be a special meeting on Thursday to recall the teachers that are laid off, and that meeting will be at 5 o'clock as it was posted. If you would indulge me, Mr. Chairman, I just have a statement that I'd like to read. The members of the school committee, the administration, teachers and staff and friends. As an educator of 48 years, I had the honor of serving as a teacher and a special education director, a principal, an assistant superintendent, and superintendent. Additionally, I sat at my own school board in my own town for 20 years. I spent my entire life in the field of education. And I'm often asked, would I do it all over again? And without wavering, the answer is absolutely yes. The education profession is challenging yet rewarding. It is not a job, it is a profession that helps mold student behavior, instills wisdom, promotes high ethical and moral standards, and it inspires students to follow their dreams. When I came to Burrillville almost 9.5 years ago, I was faced with 13 pending grievances and a work-to-rule culture. Over time, the 13 grievances and the work-to-rule culture became a thing of the past. As I exit, we have no pending grievances to date, and we have a working environment that is positive and inspirational. And for that, I thank both of the unions, administrators, non-union employees, the town of Burrillville and its employees, the parents, the students, and the elected officials. A special thank you to the Burrillville School Committee. I want to thank you for your honesty, your support, your understanding, your educational commitment, and above all, your friendship. It has been a pleasure and honor to work side by side with you and make decisions in the best interest of the student body. To my administrative assistant, Ann, thank you for your loyalty, hard work, and dedication. Thank you for handling, at times, very difficult phone calls or angry constituents. It was a pleasure to be part of your life as you transitioned from a mom to a grandmom. I will miss you. To my administrative team, it has been an extreme pleasure working with such consummate professionals. You are truly a team, and you practice the team concepts of loyalty, support, commitment, and dedication. I want to thank both of the unions and their leadership teams. We always manage to find common ground and balance our positions and move forward. A positive working relationship between union and management just doesn't happen. Trust, transparency, fairness, and having an open mind create the positive working relationship. To both unions, I say thank you for your support and your professionalism. I would also like to extend a huge thank you to Colonel Lynch and the Burrillville Police Department. Thank you for keeping our students safe. Thank you for keeping our staff safe. Thank you for your expertise and advice relative to school safety, and thank you for reassigning Officer Boschman as the resource officer. Colonel Lynch, you have a first-class police department, and that is reflected in the professional relationship between the school district and the police department. On behalf of the school district, parents, and community at large, we thank you for your continued service and making sure that we can do everything possible to protect the schools and the community. Thank you. And to the Burrillville community, thank you for allowing me to be part of this great community. Except during the stormy winter months, I enjoy driving down Route 7 free from traffic. However, on a more serious note, the community has been very welcoming and gracious. I had the opportunity to meet many individuals and groups that were very supportive and offered a helping hand. So to the Burrillville school community, I thank you. And lastly, I wish Dr. Salito nothing but success. Burrillville is a great community, and I would ask that you all extend the same support to Dr. Salito that you provided to me. Working together can only benefit the students and ultimately our collective goal to once again make decisions of the best interests of our students. So to all of you, once again, I say thank you. It was my pleasure serving as your superintendent. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, so I guess we have to move on now. To item 9, administrators' reports.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to receive and file with a very big thank you to all administrators, staff, and students for the great educational information, arts, sports, and other projects presented in all the reports that we received. Thank you very much.
Great big second.
I don't need a motion or anything, right?
We have a motion. We have to just take the vote. We're good.
Okay. We have a motion, a second?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Reports of school committee subcommittees. Having none this evening.
Can I just add one thing?
Yes.
The Health and Wellness Subcommittee wasn't able to meet in May, but the committee's been in constant communication, and we will resume with quarterly meetings at the start of next school year.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Item 11, correspondence communications. Mr. Allen.
Chairman, I'd just like to just say that graduation was a great success. It's so awesome to see students cross that stage. That is the best part of this job, I think, is that opportunity to see them walk across the stage and the pride that they have when they do so. And the recognitions that we had in the weeks ahead of time, the National Honor Society and the senior awards. Some really special kids and some great recognitions were taking place. And of course, I'd be remiss not to throw a couple of words to Dr. Pilata and my thanks to him in putting up with me in some of my earlier years here. You know, I was perhaps a thorn in your side, but you took it well with grace, and I thank you. I'm better for it, so I do thank you.
Anyone else?
Mr. Chair, to follow Mr. Allen's remarks about graduation, yes, it's a great moment, and every moment was enjoyed. Every moment was enjoyed. But I'd also like to thank our rink manager, Chris Lacey, for getting everything so beautifully set up so that we could enjoy those very special moments. Thank you, Mr. Lacey.
Anyone else? I just have one comment. I'd like to send our congratulations to Mary Jean Boucher, Austin T. Levy, for her Golden Apple Award recently. And I'd like to add that that's our third one this year for this district. So we're doing a lot of great things that the kids.
Go Broncos.
Teach us. Item 12, new business. Support summer food program.
Motion to approve the summer food program. And the reason being is that feeding our hungry children helps them fulfill their educational needs. Thank you.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Sylvia?
How many meals does that mean? How many meals a day will these people get?
Robin will, I think, will answer the questions.
So initially, the intent is that we're going to provide 25 meals, and then we're going to base it up or down, depending on the stage of the students.
So are you talking about a lunch or?
It's a lunch, yes.
It's a lunch, okay. My concern is that we're an education facility and that what the taxpayers give us the money for education. And I'm concerned that we're substituting the parents' responsibility. We're taking their responsibility away from them when we are funding the summer program.
So can I just clarify, the summer expenses will not be coming from the school operations budget? Those
I see that.
expenses will be incurred on behalf of the youth nutrition program. So the youth nutrition program is the program that feeds our students during the year. And we will receive reimbursement from the state based on the participation of the students.
Is this something that we can connect to our students, say high school students working with this program in some way, so that it can be an educational situation?
Well, we do have a list that we're developing right now for volunteers.
Mhm.
So we can certainly use high school students to participate in the program.
So can we advertise for that? You know, it could be
I
their,
can reach out to the high school.
okay. This could be their service.
There is a community service club, so I'm sure they would love to hear about this opportunity.
So if I could just add,
Uh-huh.
maybe Sylvia, the entire school district has been aware that the program is going into place. We've already put out for volunteers. This is Forrest at the high school, who coordinates student volunteers, has put it out to her students. And the meals are going to be served in the library, and we're directly connecting them to the library's summer programs that are happening, so that we'll be reaching students who are leaving the morning programs and coming in the afternoons.
Okay,
So there's that connection as well.
thank you.
I think that, Sylvia, that we'll see how it goes. We're expecting to be 100% reimbursed to the youth nutrition program, and I think if anything changes, we would involve the town council to see if we could set up some kind of a revolving fund if needed. We're not really expecting that, but if needed, we'll include the town council and maybe BPAC and different organizations that will help for the community. And I think nutrition has a tremendous amount to do with education with the kids.
Well, I think so too, but
Yeah.
it just doesn't seem to connect with the summertime, to me.
Okay. So I have
Thank
a
you.
motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Good, thank you. Levy Rink, new women's restroom.
Mr. Chair, motion to approve. And I believe the plan was attached to the facility manager's report.
Second?
A motion and a second. Discussion. So what I have, anyone have a discussion? So what I have for discussion is I didn't see a number attached.
You know, we're putting this in front of you tonight to get your permission to actually get quotes and put it out to bid, to put it, make it go forward. We're assuming that's gonna be approximately $25,000 to $35,000, but before I go and put time into putting out the bids, I want your permission.
Okay, so you'll be putting it out, so we're
I
approving.
will amend my motion that we approve the Levy Rink new women's restroom to be put out for bid.
Okay.
You know, we'll be doing quite a bit of the work ourselves, so it's stuff that we're gonna be putting out the bid, it's not things that we can't do, foundation and, you know, buying the materials, but most of that work will be done in-house with Chris and some of our new staff members.
All right, good. So this motion is to approve putting it out to bid, not to approve the funding for the project itself. Okay.
Solid numbers, yeah.
Okay, good, great. So I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Job description, information systems analyst.
Motion to approve information system analyst as presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, just a clarification, I know we had merged forces, right, with the municipal side, and this is in concert with and consistent with that goal of saving money, right? So this position
Yes.
will
When
be
we,
consistent with
when we
that.
merged, we did not have a job description for an information analyst specialist. So we're asking for you to approve that so we could have that job description. So going forward, when that position became vacated, we would have a job description to repost it. The town side had an information specialist position. We did not. So now that we oversee the town side, we need that job description on our side of the ledger.
Okay, so until the municipal side, somebody steps down from that position or otherwise is no longer.
Then it would be
there.
at your discretion how you want to fill that and what type of position you want to fill that with.
Okay, so this is just to establish the position and identify it, not to
Correct.
actually hire somebody
Yep.
at this time. Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Job description, math coordinator, coach.
Mr. Chair, motion to approve math coordinator, coach, job description.
Second?
Motion is second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
2019 to 2021 BSD technology plan.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we approve the 2019 through 2021 Burrillville School Department Technology Plan. The recommended approval is given.
Second.
Motion is second, any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to reiterate my, my concerns that I had addressed several years ago with this committee. I still feel, especially for the younger children, that consistent and constant exposure to wireless radiation may pose a threat to health over long periods of time. I still feel that it should be in our best interest to consider, at least with the younger grades, limiting the time and exposure to those frequencies, and consider hard wiring, if at all possible in certain circumstances. But I think it's an issue that still, it's being addressed worldwide. There are places, France and Israel, are limiting, and it's in some places eliminating the younger children from being exposed to these frequencies. So there's a lot of information that's out there. A lot of it is perhaps inaccurate. But there's still work to be done in that area. So I just throw a word of caution, especially for younger students, that we keep it in the back of our minds that if we don't need the information, if we don't need the technology at all times, it could be turned off. As we grow older, I think our bodies are able to handle that perhaps a little bit better. At least studies have shown that that's the case. But the younger grades, if it's not needed, then we should be thinking about turning those devices off. And I'm thinking about even introducing something that would remind us all of best practices. You know, keeping laptops at least 8 inches from the body. Cell phones should be on airplane mode when not in use. So there are some things that can be done that are very practical, but can be consistent with use of technology, which I'm not advocating in any way that we don't use technology. It's a part of life and it's very useful. So but I'm just throwing that out as in a forum where people can hear it, because I think it's still something we should be thinking about. So.
Good point, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Hearing none. I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you. Committee on agenda items. Alex?
One quick thing, I don't know if this is necessary, but under administrators' reports, did we want to make a motion that we don't have to receive reports until we return back to school?
That's a good idea, Alex.
Right? I did it last month, but this is the right time.
Make the motion.
I'll make a motion that we will pick up with administrators' reports come, is it October?
October.
We normally do? The start of October.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone else?
I would also like to put on the next agenda for next month, specifically regarding Chromebooks, and one would be insurance, and the other piece of information would be a way for teachers to monitor student sites or parental blocks.
Would we want to do that as an agenda request or just right now?
Can you email that to me, please?
I can.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So we'll put that on the agenda for next meeting. Everyone's good with that? Anyone else? Okay. Well, we have one last thing.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Isn't it?
Where did that come
Mark.
from?
Mark,
Well, let's,
should I read mine first? And make that like the last thing.
I have something to say after,
Oh,
too,
perfect.
so
Okay.
we'll do this first and get the
I
suspense.
just don't want to mess up your plan.
All right, I'm going to stand up for this. In honor of Dr. Frank Pilata, Superintendent, Burrillville School Department, 2009 to 2018. We feel we found some words from the author Jim Kahn. Come on, Julie, help me. Ron. So we feel this best describes how we feel about you. The challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but not bully. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. Have humor, but without folly. With gratitude for your many years of outstanding leadership, Dr.
Thank you very much.
Ms. LeClaire.
I didn't bring tissues, so I can't get emotional. I just have a few words to say about Dr. Pilata. Good evening, everyone. I've had the opportunity to work with Dr. Pilata in various capacities over the last 9 years. I met him first when I was a student at the high school, and through the years have worked with him as a colleague through my work on the committee. I remember vividly the celebration the district put together when Dr. Pilata was honored as Superintendent of the Year in 2013. I was a senior in high school, and I heard Dr. Pilata share how much he has enjoyed his career over the last almost 50 years, and watched his colleagues and family members share how much of a positive impact he has made to them personally and in the educational field overall. I thought to myself, I hope to be as much of an inspiration to others as Dr. Pilata has been to all of us. So, Dr. Pilata, thank you for being a mentor and friend to me. You have made a lasting impression on the town of Burrillville and will be dearly missed.
Anyone else?
There have been a lot of, thank you, Dr. Pilata, thank you, Dr. Pilata, thank you, Dr. Pilata. But in the 9 years that I have known Dr. Pilata, it has been not only an education for our students, but for me. I have learned a great deal about education and how to deal with things. And to say thank you seems like it's been said enough. But I'm going to say something else. I will be forever grateful to you for the education that you have given me.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, our children. Thank you.
Well, Dr. Pilata, having worked with you over the last 9 years, I think there's a lot of things I feel the same as Dot. You've really been a teacher to me. You taught me how to listen to someone non-judgmentally, and the importance of treating people as valuable individuals. Your ability to tolerate and engage with people who have different opinions and then bring everyone together for a single purpose, what is best for our children. You exemplify a true leader, teacher, mentor, and I am honored to have learned from you and call you a friend.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Anything from the public? Item 14, pending issues. We have none. Item 15,
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
motion to adjourn and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I don't want to, but we will have to.
Oh, boy.